Technically, yeah, with my intelligence, I could just keep sitting here and searching.
You have 5 intelligence, right?
It's worth informing our viewers that Andy's character has a 5 intelligence. The average is 10.
The way that we determined our score, there are 6 attributes. For those who haven't played D&D before, there's strength, constitution, dexterity, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. We rolled 4 6-sided dice, which are basically just average dice. Rolled 4 of those, took the highest 3, and added them together. Andy rolled so atrociously that he got a 5. That means that he got a 3, a 1, and a 1. Or a 2, a 2, and a 1.
And those were the higher parts.
And those were the highest
I think it was a 2 and a 2 and a
ones.
1. I'm pretty sure he rolled 1, 1, 2, 2.
That sounds about right. But
So
basically,
I'm just gonna point out that as such, Andy has a severe speech impediment and should have to roleplay it. At 5 intelligence, that is a severe handicap in speaking.
I would also like to point out that animals in this game have an intelligence of at most 2.
My raven has an intelligence of
only
6.
slightly more intelligent than a house cat.
I love it!
this familiar is smarter than you are, Andy.
Just pointing that one out.
Hey,
Hey!
hey, hey!
Ooh, ow, that one.
Stay out of my shed! Why are you doing hanging over at that table? Come over me! Anyway,
Everybody moves
So
over.
what are you
To be
doing?
on a serious note, I have a modifier plus to charisma of 3, which is for I can use for gathering information. So what I would like to do is examine the person, the guy that you're all talking to, just to see if there's anything I can notice about him which you may have missed.
That would... I don't believe that would be a gather information check. Gather information is
What would it
Usually
be
a check
then?
that you spend the afternoon on.
Yeah, that would be like you going around a town and being like, "Excuse me, have you found this dog? I have lost
All
my
right, well
puppy."
I'll use that on the actual bartender then, since I should have got his
That
attention
would
by
be-
now. I would have assumed.
that would be diplomacy, I believe.
Oh my god.
was wondering
On an
what that
individual
was.
case, it would be diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate.
Yeah, it would be
Intimidate.
Diplomacy.
I would. I think that you have the same modifier for all of them actually. So
Ah!
any of them that you
Oh
feel.
my god, can I actually
best.
try and intimidate him?
It shouldn't be too
That would
hard.
be
I
hilarious.
wouldn't suggest it because you were a halfling and you just kind of stared at her for 2 rounds and checked your boots for traps.
Hey, I can do intimidate. I just yell at people. Ah! That's my
So are you
intimidation.
going to try to diplomacize information from this bartender regarding
Yes.
Sanyi?
Yes, that one.
Alright, so roll me 1d20 plus your diplomacy modifier, which is 3.
Ooh, we're getting into the hard stuff here. Ooh, 18.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well,
That's
she
pretty
said
good, actually.
he arrived in town about a month and a half ago, and he has been staying with us on and off since then. He came back about a month ago with pretty severe bite and scratch wounds that looked to be inflicted by a wild animal. But other
Can I
than
just-
that, he...
Go on.
Other than that, he sticks to himself, so she doesn't know much about him personally.
Okay, can I
And
just point out
she-
that I gathered as much possibly more information than all of you took in all of your turns together.
That's true.
Yes, but you had to
Yeah.
interrogate a barmaid about
Yeah,
it.
but we're approaching
Hey,
a way
You
to get
went and asked
paid.
him.
I don't want to get paid.
Yeah, they're about to get paid, and you're checking behind your
I don't
ears for
care.
traps now.
I enjoy my life. My
So-
very dumb life.
So Tad, the bartender of the year has poured you your drink, and is coming
Drinks.
back.
Multiple.
The
Pretend
multiple drinks. Well, he only got you 1.
Pretend I had ordered
So he
3. Now he's got to go
You had ordered
back.
3.
He's got.
Well, he brings you 1 drink.
No.
He
I'm
brings
all-
you 1 drink, puts it on the bar. Do you correct him and say I ordered 3?
I'd rather not, as I should probably actually do something.
You
I
ordered a
came in
gas.
partially drunk. I take
Partially.
take the mug, the tankard, the flagon. Thank you for this bounty. May the bearded one be with you. And I crash into the table and run around it and go up here. Well, I don't have a chair. I don't have a chair.
Just sit on your barrel.
I don't have a barrel yet.
He does not have
Wait.
a barrel currently.
Can I buy a barrel from you? Yes, you can.
My life is a
Thank
lie.
you. Actually, I'd rather just give it to
We
you.
don't have any
It's
barrels
kind
for
of big
sale.
and dusty. I don't really want it. Oh, perfect! Alright, so I have my barrel, just
We don't
like
have any
that. I'll
damn
just
barrels
add
for
it to
sale.
my list. Okay.
You do not buy a barrel from this bartender, Ted.
Okay, proper
You are
turn.
unable to procure a barrel.
Pretty sure I got one.
Ask the halfling to search for barrels instead of traps.
He finds
Alright,
none.
well,
There's two behind
you
the
are-
counter. Alright,
You
What
are-
wait.
what
you
makes you
unable
think that's
to-
going to turn out better?
You are unable to buy a barrel, so you
No.
do not buy a barrel, nor do you lose any gold, nor do you add it to your list, but you do have a flagon of alcohol.
Okay, can
What
I'll
do you
do
do?
proper turn. I overheard Andy and the wonderful barmaiden of Halseenmore. It's a new place. You guys probably never heard of it. Heard of it?
Hipster.
before. And
Holt
yeah,
Seymour?
I go take a seat. Pronounce I am here for the job as well. And
So did you pick a dwarf because they're always underground?
shut up. It's our version of the closet.
I was going the
Coming out the
hipster
mine.
route, but okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
Coming
that's
out of
worse.
mine.
Alright, he gives you. Let's see if he notices that you're drunk.
Everyone smells that he is
Do we,
drunk.
do we really need to have the guy roll a sense motive for this?
Oh god.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you
You're
not
pretty
just
obviously
tell
drunk.
when Ted
He
trips
gives
over and
you-
tries to drink his own beard?
You know, I'm
He's like
probably
some-
ugly enough to actually
he-
get alcohol from it.
He looks conflicted between whether he is more worried that the cleric is joining him or that you are joining him
Oh,
at the
God.
table. He looks fairly terrified.
At least I didn't try
Um,
to steal someone's food.
It's true, you didn't.
Oi!
Or hit on him?
I did the proper
Right.
thing you do in a bar. You get a drink, then you go talk to people. I followed in
So anyway-
footsteps.
He continues to he resumes speaking of the unless Andy you wanna book it on over there so that you can hear it too.
Yeah, I'll thank the barmaid and head on over.
Alright.
Hey, guy! No. Hey.
We lost somebody. Where'd he go?
Alright.
Oh god, it's sitting next to me.
He apparently just ran away.
Alright.
So,
Oh, no, I
suck
moved
back.
over so you could have a seat.
Oh.
I think two people are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Oh.
Never mind, I miscounted. I can numbers.
There we go.
Alright, he looks at the halfling, and he seems kind of glad that this one doesn't look particularly crazy, though he does look dumb as a rock.
Slightly drooling on himself and all that.
He can just sense the stupidity wafting off of
Wafting? Wafting?
wafting.
It-
Wafting.
It's like waves
W
coming off
vowel
him,
lifting.
slowly infecting everybody.
He can visibly see the stupidity.
The
No, he
haze
was-
of stupidity.
The haze of stupidity.
Andy!
We lost Andy.
Andy, no!
It's
To
basically
be fair, Spyro is pretty attractive, though.
that's true.
He is.
Um,
Let's
Yeah,
keep
okay.
him. Let's
And about as
pretend
intelligent.
that the halfling is Spyro.
Is
A
a dragon.
Is Spyro in a fedora?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Sidetracked much.
Alright,
Anyway.
so
Nickelbit. Oh, Nip
oh,
Day!
there was Nip Day. Oh boy.
This is going so
Everyone's
well.
dropping like flies. As soon as the halfling comes over there, you all fall unconscious because of the stupidity. And everyone disconnects. No. The,
I have a decent will save. I contend I could survive it.
DC
With
17.
permanent intelligent damage.
It's fine, we'll just
every
get
time
Lion to
when I
stab the
close my
halfling.
Xbox, this happens.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh,
So, he
I was wondering what that was. Then.
he saves.
he brings the
19. I stay conscious.
So,
Sorry, he hits for
okay,
20.
so he he brings the new people up to speed. Basically, hi, my name is Sanyi. I've been dry for this many weeks. Oh wait, this is the wrong meeting joke. I'm interested in visiting this fortress that was involved in the Okate War. Actually, Andy, give me an intelligence check. Or a knowledge
God.
history, or a knowledge geography. Neither of which you have, actually. So that would be a straight up intelligence check.
Let's see
So
how
that would
this
be a
turns
d20 minus 3. Let's see if you actually know simple history.
out.
Simple, well-known history that is
Big
known
money,
by
big-
everyone
oh.
and their raven.
He got a decent
You
score.
just make it. You remember
Ooh.
overhearing people talking about the Occasion War and how horrible the Occasions are and how everyone's dying and that was such a horrible war and it's a good thing that we're not fighting now, and then you think something about traps again. But you know what he's talking about.
Thailand, is that why this fascination with...
He's gonna keep turning around like, holy crap, is there a trap there?
So we have to travel. I have to travel to an island because I'm very interested in visiting this fortress. Fort Blight is what it was called during the war. It fell in the last years of the Occasion War, and it hasn't, as far as is known by him, it hasn't been occupied since it fell. Like the Occasions thought it was useless, so they left. It was used as a jumping point for the armies.
would you
of
say
the-
they occasionally used it?
Oh!
Don't do that again.
Made 'em fun!
I have to take a rock test.
Unfortunately, the 5 intelligence rogue there is not the worst one in the party now. Way to go.
I
Alright,
don't
so, Nip,
laugh
take it off the
very
table.
long.
Um,
I laugh.
the,
I give a little chuckle and that was it.
you don't laugh. You just kind of breathe really loudly out your nose. It was used as a jumping point to get the armies of the Middle Republic when they were on the offensive to the Okade Islands. And he was attacked by wolves the last time that he tried to visit about a month ago. But we have to sail there. We'll ask. I've arranged to meet my friend Maja here.
Maja.
To Maja.
Take me to your Maja.
To
Not your Maja, your Maja.
to discuss possible passage once again to the fortress so that he can search for the documents now that he feels he will be better protected from the wildlife.
I'm not sure exactly where he's finding that comfort, but okay.
He feels that the three
Sober,
3
not
and a half.
crazy midgets.
Yeah, the sober,
Hey!
not crazy,
That
look
is
like they can
verticalism.
kind of know what they're doing, make him feel kind of better. He's worried that the other 3 may screw it up, but he feels safer in the fact that he
Andy's
now
cannon
has her.
fodder. We'll throw him in. We will
You realise that,
legitimately throw him in.
He could just not hire the other 3 and just me lying in Golgarth
Hey.
and do this.
I'm small
Yeah, but
enough.
then
I
we
can-
would have
as much
a full party.
Yeah, as much as he feels like he would rather pick and choose, he'd rather be safe than sorry. He feels better with numbers than with intelligence per se.
Just go thread in the middle table. Make them go instead.
So
That's okay. If he doesn't take us, we'll all I'll go out to the nearest store, buy our barrel, we'll all hide in it, and then go onto the ship. We'll get loaded on it and everything, and then
That's a pretty tight
all
barrel.
three of us in
Can
one
I cast
barrel.
daze on myself?
Just a sec.
may not be
Yes, you can.
planned method, but
Worst way to drug yourself up ever, just daze yourself every time one of your party members starts to talk. Oh yes, I love your point.
I'm
What-
so
what
high
was
right
that?
now.
hey,
Uh,
so as he's speaking, two very muscular half orcs enter the Greasy Griffin and take a seat in the far corner of the
oh, there
sure I
they
can
are.
find
the
that
tavern.
Hello. Hey guys,
Oh
how you
god,
doing?
they do as well.
Oh,
He
Um,
notices. Yes.
quick question. The occasions, what is their most prevalent race?
They're a mix, aren't they?
Yeah, they're mixed. Mostly elves and humans, half elves.
Kind of by
predominant-
default, if that's the other case.
So it's elves,
Yeah,
humans,
so
and half.
most of the other races, if they do live there, they are not of note and are usually looked down upon as being inferior and stupid, as the
They're
halfling and
immigrants.
the dwarf prove.
I find it tremendously ironic that a nation very with a fairly high population of half-breeds has like racism issues.
Yeah, they're okay with mixing two fairly races that they see as very noble and stuff. Half
I
orcs they
think the term-
despise.
Like, not awful is more the term you were looking for than noble, but
Yeah,
Okay.
not awful. It's yes, but Anyway, the half orcs sit down in the far corner. He looks up when he hears the door open, and says, "Ah, there's Majda now." And he
Marja is a half-orc. Joy.
he starts to stand and says, "I will discuss your wage after I figure out how much it will cost to have us transported to the island. If all of you are still interested in assisting me."
That's great.
Well, I can't say the company at the table particularly amuses me, but we'll certainly have my word as to getting you there safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He stands and picks up his walking stick off the floor.
How old is he? Is he
And
very old?
he
Does he
starts over
grunt
to
as he
the-
does it? He's got to do one turn every square.
He actually isn't he isn't
Just
he's
a minute. This
old.
part takes a while.
he isn't old. He actually looks he's not even middle aged really. He looks fairly fit. It looks like it's more for familiarity than with than with the needing it to walk. Yes, good job, Andy. On the joke. So he makes his way across the tavern to the other table, and leaves you to speak to one another if you feel so inclined, and begins to discuss with both of the half orcs.
One doesn't look like an orc though.
Okay, well,
One looks less orky than the
I
other.
introduced myself as Amaron Redmane, mercenary, Karefi. Anyone else got anything they want to talk about?
I am
grunt,
Red Orc,
looking-
King of the Dwarves.
fuck's sake.
And then I'd take a
No,
nice
your
big.
whole ship,
gonna-
no, we'll have you along.
I'd
I'm gonna
chug the
pin
rest
his
of my
hands to the
beer.
table and
Everyone make a
leave.
sense motive check.